So you're working with Joanne, your daughter?
As well at that stage, yes.
Okay, so there's 3 of you of the family in there.
Yep.
Okay. And you've all of a sudden come up with this design, a new design for your own machine, and you've got somebody to build it for you.
That's correct, yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, then we took that piece of a machine and we put it to work behind just an ag tractor, and it blew us away. We were using it in exactly the same place we'd working pre that machine, and we were just gobsmacked. It really proved that the system could work. We could see problems with it, but it was just so astounding the way it worked that I went, well, I have to continue with this. Have to keep at it. Now, obviously, there was still a lot to learn at that stage, and a lot more evolution of the machine to happen. And, you know, at times it got put to one side for a bit while we went on seriously doing the bit we could do. And then in the break period, we decided to redesign and we started bringing pieces together to make it one.
So were you making money out of this at the time? Was it sort of giving you an income because you had the contracting business? You were still, you know, that's, you know, food and on the table and clothes and
That's
living.
correct. Yes, we were, you know, at least trying to make money. So,
okay.
Yeah, we were doing okay, and this was just the little hobby project in the sidelines that I was trying to develop. But it just stood out that there was so much potential if I could make it work. That was the thing to me, you know. We'd already done roads and airstrips and whatever with the conventional machinery, and we knew what a job it was. And when we saw what this could do and how quickly it could do it and how efficiently it could do it, we went, well, man, oh man, if we don't work on this, you know, I'm nuts. So there was a few times once I started getting it together, you know, when you put a lot of effort into something and you get it all together and you take it out and you go, it's got another problem now. And you just want to give up. And it's cost you a lot of money. You know, you've got to that next stage. And then you'd realise, you know, this is why it's got a problem. Is there a way to change that? And of course, I'm not an engineer either. So, you know, it was a lot of guesswork.
So were you also using the facilities that the government would supply, like research and development?
No.
No, you were just on a mission that you had this idea and you want to get it through.
Yep. And
you hadn't even thought about partnering with the government, getting them to support you through this development phase?
No, I'm not very good with the paperwork. So,
okay.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone would be interested enough to support us. We were busy, and I just wanted to develop it, you know, so I wasn't waiting around for anybody.
How many years ago was this where you've reached this point where the machine has given you this wonderful surprise? You're working with your wife and your daughter, contracting is the main game, but you can see this huge potential. Is that 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
That was 13, I think, 2013.
2013. So we're 2019, so that's 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? How did you get from 2013 to 2019?
Okay.
Because now you've got how many family members working in the business now?
There's 4 of us in the family in there now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yourself?
Yeah.
Your wife?
Wife, Joanne still, and our middle daughter, Amy.
Okay.
Yeah. So in 2014, that was where we got this machine together, where we had, you know, 2 more components with the part that I'd designed and brought them together, and it was working quite well. Early 2015, we built another prototype from scratch, and it worked even better again than we imagined. 2015 early, we developed our first production machines. So 2015 we built 12 machines. We had, before I even got to the first agricultural show, I had 4 or 5 orders for people who had seen the prototypes working. And I wasn't planning on building any more than 4 or 5 because I was still, feeling a little bit shaky about it. But we got talked into building 12, and we built 12 and they went so well that 16, we had orders for 60 machines.